This bitch is screaming in your ear.
I wouldn't describe yourself that way. I mean,
that's her backup character name.
this bitch.
The lady outside dies. It'll be this bitch is screaming in your ears.
No, you gotta say the whole thing. It's all one name. The bitch who's screaming in your ear. It's like a pimp named Slickback.
Oh God.
If Jeff would please say something.
Please say something.
There it is. There's that voice we were talking about before we hit record.
Oh yeah.
Shivers, just shivers down your back.
You have a voice for radio.
You did today, Jeff. Your voice has a unsettling but melodic podcast vibe to it that I really enjoy.
Have you been listening to NPR or have a cold?
I was thinking.
Well, actually, I listen to NPR every day
Oh,
during the weekday.
There it is.
Your voice is a far stretch from the ham radio you recorded those first 3 episodes on.
Well, it helps that I actually use a different computer now.
Oh, good.
Another computer actually upgraded from Windows 7 to Windows 10. So it probably has changed that also on that one.
It's weird because Jeff has a high-pitched, in person, he has a high-pitched Gilbert Godfrey voice. He's been auto-tuning the fuck out of this whole show.
Yeah, I think screechy would be how I would describe his.
Yeah, he's like the Affleck duck, but somebody's grabbing his duck balls.
Well, that really sucks.
Duck balls. Woo!
I tried to go, it's duck balls. Woo!
Yeah. No, we're done with the duck dicks.
No more duck dicks.
You had 50 episodes of a whole different fucking show to get that out of your system.
I was listening to the 50th episode.
Good.
There it is.
Yeah, you were lagging.
My internet.
Damn it.
Yeah, I keep seeing
Yeah, my internet went unstable for a sec. Now
it's
I
still
was
doing it.
I hear you. Go ahead.
Is it doing it?
I am. No.
Anyway, I was listening to the 50th episode and I was cracking up in the first opening banter of it.
Oh, no.
That was the whole joke, the whole story.
Oh, it's.
We only caught I was listening to the 50th episode and.
No, I was cracking up.
Oh.
To the opening banter, right?
Yeah.
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 That was the whole story.
Well, I kind of lost steam because I had a thought when I first started, and then apparently when I started lagging, I also started lagging in my brain, and it just was the story lost all impetus, and so I was like, all right, it was funny, I enjoyed it.
Thanks.
It was hilarious.
That was very enjoyable.
Clear eyes.
Clear eyes. This guy told a joke. I literally shit myself.
I need a
So
new
funny.
microphone. Better microphone.
Thank you for the very enjoyable quote.
Okay.
It's like, you don't got a hotspot you can use on your phone or something?
It was fun.
I don't know if he just said that or if it took those
Me either.
20 seconds for it to show up for us.
But let's. I'm hoping Toker cuts this very boring stuff out later. Let's start the actual game.
If you hadn't brought it up, I would have, but now the people will be curious as to what that very boring stuff was.
Okay.
Just cut it out after he says very boring stuff.
Okay. Shut up. 3, 2, 1.
Blah, 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 blah.
Thanks for the introductory blahs. We're just starting tonight, and we're ready to jump right into the action.
Well, we wanted to start the episode with a traditional abyssal greeting.
Yes, it's true.
Bleh.
All right. So, when last we left off, the party had just defeated the dungeon that you were crawling through and found out that in the time anomaly that you were doing your final battle in, roughly 3 months had passed by. You were joined by a new party member, well, a new member of Lord Blackrune's cadre, but he's been sent to aid you. And after communicating back to the home base, to Sarth, the Wandsguard, you were basically given free rein to continue your mission after a bit of congratulation and a promise of sending more help. So here we are. What is it? 4 or 5 weeks later, you guys had decided to construct the Flesh Golem because from the Golem manual that you found, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And
We went with the unholy Flesh Golem.
oh, did we?
Unholy. That was sounds.
That was sounds indeed. Pet sounds. Beach Boy style.
I'm working on a weird voice for the other show. So
Oh, okay. Well,
if
How about
anybody's
one?
if anybody's if anybody's listening to me on my car rides, God help them.
but just you can use the Dr. Wizzo voice if you want a sinister villain.
It's not for a sinister villain, and I don't
Oh.
want to describe what it is because that would spoil it for you who are playing the other game.
I was trying to worm it out of you.
Oh.
It's too close. Stop doing it. You'll figure it out.
Oh God! All right, you're gonna need like some fucking herbal tea after this.
Yeah.
I
Or wine.
Hours.
I
Wine.
forgot what voice I was doing for this character.
Kind of like Swedish, but evil.
Not Jeb.
Not Jeb. Yep. Well,
Was it like an evil Swede? Was that what I was going?
I believe so. Yes.
Vincent
with-
Price.
Vincent Price.
Oh,
Yes, wonderful.
The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo.
I love that stupid show when I
I
was a kid.
did too.
I don't know if I can do a Vincent Price voice.
You have to talk through your nose, but sinister. And I can't do it tonight.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Mm.
Nope, I don't like it. I will just be an evil Swede.
All right, good. Because I was dipping into Peter Lorre territory.
But I'm Norwegian.
All right, so let me check my little notes here. Boop-a-doop, boop-a-boo. Doop-a-doop-a-doo-doo. Have you named your golem? Do you intend to name your golem?
I hadn't thought about it.
All right.
The non-man inside. Nope. Sorry. Nah, I just heard how that sounded.
I mostly want to know so I can put it on the initiative card.
It's
We'll
a
just
blood
go-
golem.
I was just gonna say we'll just go with BG for now,
BG.
cause
Wait, I thought you said he was unholy.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
a template for blood golem.
All right.
It was what we went over. I know it was 2 weeks ago. But yeah, there was a couple of alternate things you could do when crafting a blood golem,
Yeah.
and this is the one. So if I remember correctly, it was Frakes' new character, and her character were making it because he had to channel negative energy into it. It was
Oh,
part
no,
of the creation process.
It's a flesh golem. It's not a blood golem. That was something we fought in your game.
Oh,
That's my point of confusion.
There
All
it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So FG.
Yeah, FG.
Yeah.
Kind of like FT, the Fuzzy Tomato from Return of the Killer Tomato. It's one of my favorite films.
Or goalie. We'll just call
FG
it
stands for
goalie.
Frank Golem.
Frank the Golem.
I kind of like Frank Golem.
The unholy flesh golem is an evil. It was an evil golem creator. Sometimes infuse their creations with negative energy. The big thing is that it's basically undead, like it was. It's not just a construct. It's now an undead construct.
Okay.
And any living creature hit by an unholy flesh golem's melee attacks also takes 1 point of strength damage.
Yowza.
That is a negative energy effect. However, that's it.
Dang, that's pretty devastating either way.
And it doesn't adjust the CR at all. It's just doing it as an evil axe. And normally people don't make that.
I can feel the looming regret in allowing that.
Yes, you're gonna be real mad at us.
Probably, yeah. Well, whatever.
Well, I've got a dead Jeb skeleton you can kill off if that makes you feel better.
It dies
Okay.
suddenly.
Oh, no.
You can use that over and over again and just keep bringing it back as an undead skeleton.
It's goblins have bones in their dicks, so his bone dick explodes.
Yay! What I always wanted.
It's weird.
Are goblins mammal?
Yeah, I mean, I'd assume.
Then he probably would, because
I mean, statistically, yeah, I guess so.
small mammals.
Most mammals have dick bones, but
I'm not even gonna go down that hallway.
come on, I'm opening the door for you. There's the red carpet. Bring the dick bone facts.
No, we've had enough. We've had enough animal dick fact on our shows.
Now that you've got your golem finished, you've been given free reign. You basically are now the master of this. Oh shit! Sorry, I knocked some shit over. Of this territory that you have conquered in the name of Lord Blackrune.
Oh, that's right. Now we need to figure out where it was we are going to go next.
Correct. Chasm Watchtower, incidentally, is the name of this place. At least classically. Are you keeping that?
I think for the time it's fun.
All right, that's fine.
I would like to name it the Ladies' House. The House of the Lady?
The ladies' outhouse.
No.
That's the reason why there's a hole at the bottom of it.
No. The Ladies' House.
That's really why the drow queen, the drow leader wants that bottom set, so she can just, like, when she has to go to the pot, chamber pot, it just goes right straight out the bottom of the
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh.
Dark elf
What a
duty.
relief it is.
Avoid flying underneath the tower.
That's the advantage of cliffside living. You don't need plumbing.
Just don't be on the bottom level.
Most like medieval castles, if you see, they have like a portion that juts out and runs all the way down. That's where they would dump their chamber pots, down like this shaft on the outside of the building. So living up top was preferable,
Oh yeah,
so that you wouldn't smell that.
Yeah, I thought they had like those, and this is like weird minutia for castles. I thought those were also built. Closets were also built around them because of this. The stink would keep moths off clothing and pests.
Interesting.
You may be right. That may be why it's called a water closet.
Yeah, it might be.
So, where do we wish to go? I've heard many rumors of great treasures.
Oh yeah, I did do some
I thought
rumor
we had
drops.
decided we were going back to take care of the issue with the monks.
Okay.
I mean, that was the last thing I'd heard.
Yeah. That's
Well, he posted a bunch of possible
I saw
adventure
that.
hooks. Yeah.
Oh,
I just thought we were taking care of that first.
I'd forgotten we were going to handle the monk situation. I thought we were going to let them come to us.
I thought we were
Also-
flying to them because I think the last time we talked about it, we were going to get bat rides
Yes,
out there
indeed.
so we get there as fast as we could.
I believe we left off as you guys were getting airlifted by
Right.
the Beatles.
That's right. That's right.
I say so. Yes, traveling by night through the air on these giant buzzing monstrosities the drow use to get around in the misty forest. You get a good view of the land by starlight. And you can see that while in the past this place was largely wild, untamed, and dangerous, it has been cultivated quite a bit in the last 80 years. Most of the dark forest that used to cover this land has been chopped down and made room for farms and things like this, except for the small portions of wilderness that you guys have been secretly delving into, the misty forest, the little bit of a remaining dark forest that the estate that the monks are camped out around is in. You can also see ruins of Herjek's old regime here, busted watchtowers, old enclaves, just bits of rubble, flotsam, abandoned roads, things like that. Things people no longer use and no longer care about. This place is at peace, after all. Eventually, however, you reach the edge of the forest that leads to the estate of the von Gonerman family, where you were contracted to go and find information from. A contract that you broke, though unmeaningfully. How far in do you want the drow to take you?
That's actually what I wanted to bring up. Were we planning to talk to these monks to try and make our case for why why you have delayed your contract, and to return to them the magical rapier that the goblin once used?
The only magic item you got from them.
We're not. I didn't think we were returning anything. We were just going to. We were going to offer to continue the services. Tell them why we were late, and then if they accept the services, we continue onward. If they don't, and they want to fight us, we're going to fight.
Yeah, we've got a giant undead hand and a unholy golem with us now. Fuck you, monks.
Man.
We
came back prepared. If you don't like it, suck my evil dick.
I mean, the whole purpose of us going was to make us to where we could take the place a lot better. We were having issues before, so we came back, and now we're prepared to go take it.
Okay. Well, then, let's try the diplomatic route, then.
Hey-o, face. I'm ready.
All right. So I assume that means you want to be dropped close to the Abbey.
Yeah. Hopefully to where they could see the drow contingent that has brought us here.
All right. Yeah. It's only about 8 beetles altogether. They needed, let's see, 1 for each of you and your driver, and then 2 each for the other monsters that they are basically hauling in chains underneath the beetles as they fly.
How long did it take us to get here from where we were at?
Let's see.
Well, shouldn't took that long.
Yeah, no, it's only, let's see, the distance you cover. Let's see.
I mean, in days.
No, it wouldn't take days. Each map is only 6 miles. So each hex is only 6 miles. So
then I'm assuming that we're going to hand wave the keeping the hand in the cage and then casting the debuffs on it, and then I put command on it again.
I am assuming that already happened.
Okay, so then I have it for 5 days before we need to worry about doing it again.
All right. Basically, if you leave at dusk, you can probably arrive by mid-morning, though the drow are displeased with having to fly in the daylight.
Tough shit.
They are extremely relieved to be able to sit down in a pretty heavily forested area.
Yeah, they can actually, once they land, they can go into the forest and actually get to the shaded area to rest up before they fly back.
Yeah.
Yes, while we are not entirely unsympathetic to your plight is your own. Comes to the sun.
Well, they have goggles, but they just don't like the shit. All right.
Yeah, the goggles just don't look right. It spoils their whole look.
Yeah, it's non-aesthetic. You're set down in the forest, and you can see as you fly overhead the large estate, the grounds around it, and the abbey built near the gates of it. The small gardens that the monks keep to keep themselves supplied with fresh food are still neatly kept. It is high summer by this point.
Totally.
And when you set down, what is your first course of action?
To head in like we own this place. That's right. That's where I'm at. We've got instead of a little tiny goblin, we got a fucking anti-paladin with us now.
All right.
An unholy flesh golem, a giant hand, Jeff,
and
what's that?
Skeleton.
And a weak skeleton, yes.
Actually, you don't see the weak skeleton.
Oh, what? You got it in your pocket.
Because like Jeff, I bought a handy haversack and he's hanging out in there.
Oh, that's a good anti-theft device.
Yeah. We don't have a rogue now, so my idea is that he can stay in there, and when we're in dungeons, I'll let him out to walk in front of me as I look for traps.
He can still do his job, just differently.
I got to look something up now.
No. Oh, I shouldn't have played my hand. He's changing the whole adventure.
I am not.
He's changing the whole first encounter.
He's Googling how heavy a goblin skeleton is and if it'll set off a pit trap.
I'm Googling how much a child skeleton weighs.
It's not much.
Not much at all.
You should put some qualifiers on there so that people don't start checking your backyard.
Well, you sent me your character sheet. Jeb, fully skinned and meated, was only 34 pounds. So I figure he's got to be at least a third of that, right?
Yeah,
that'd be like 13 pounds or something.
And maybe not even that.
Not even that.
Yeah. Depends on how old the bones are. Well, they're probably way more when they're fresh. So yeah, probably about maybe close to 9 pounds.
Yeah,
I mean, 75% of your body weight is water, or 75% of your body is made up of water. So I'm sure that evaporated.
All right. Well, yeah, like I'm afraid the book doesn't get much into the minutia of how much water evaporates when you're creating a skeleton from a fresh core.
Yeah, but the handy haversack on the back end can hold 80 pounds of material. I figured I was well under the weight limit for.
Yeah.
Because without him in there, there's 46 pounds in the handy haversack.
Okay.
So.
All right. So you arrive. You stride boldly toward the abbey. You can see the monks tending the gardens. Some of them look shocked that you're here. Most of them stop what they're doing and hold their weapons or farming implements as they watch you.
I forgot your leader's name, but go get him for us.
One of the monks quickly dashes into the abbey,
as if he had step of the wind.
And basically, you guys are just standing in a brick courtyard between a few picturesque little victory gardens, and waiting for 5 or 6 minutes, and finally, the old abbot steps out with his assistant, a younger man. He calls out, "You're quite brave to come back here, Oathbreakers."
It was but a trick of time that caused us to break our oath. I was hoping we could have a discussion. Much has transpired since we left.
Indeed, much has. But go ahead, explain yourself.
And then I will, keeping out the parts that I don't want them to know about, but embellishing our trip to the tower and the drow and the time loop magics that we encountered inside.
All right. So no lies, just diplomacy then.
Just diplomacy, and that is a 19 on the die. Boom.
Nope.
28.
Before you start, matter of fact, I talked to Toger's character and emphasize that when we talk to them about this, let's emphasize the strange magic, the time magics, because that should entice them, since they love magic. Try to give them to be enticed about the information that we're about to give them, and hand it out very gradually.
As I'm telling the story, I'm walking past the undead hand that I now control, to emphasize that we're ready for whatever undead horrors await us in the house that we weren't ready for before, and point out that we even discovered simple magical gifts that allowed us to create things like this. And then the unholy Flesh Golem comes out from behind the fucking beetle. I believe we're way more equipped to deal with the house this
All right.
time.
Okay. The abbot listens to your story, and as you get to the parts about time magic, he gives you the eye. He's like he's giving you a hard stare down during this part. But by the end of your story, his eyes have widened quite a bit, and he says, "Well, I don't think you're lying."
You wouldn't know it if I was.
How is that supposed to inspire confidence, young man?
We walked into your front door with all this power and requested to finish our job. With what we have in tow, you know that this definitely could have gone several different ways.
True. But at least I get to recall my hunting parties now.
Please.
Yes.
Though I have to warn you. We did put a price on your head while you were gone.
Curious. How much was the price?
Reasonable.
Well, that's a shame.
He says diplomatically. And he says, however, if you run across any bounty hunters still under the notion, you may have to dissuade them.
Oh, we'll kill him.
Fair enough.
Then we shall call it even. As long as you're willing, of course, to continue the contract.
Of course. That's why we're here.
Excellent. Fetch the keys, Maynard.
I am new to this contract. My name is Dalkos Helicarn, by the way, Abbot. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, he says, not introducing himself, and now you think back, you realize he's never told you his name.
Oh, yeah. It's fine. I don't feel bad for not knowing it now.
Yeah.
That's fine, too.
That's
He,
up and says, "And what is your name, sir?"
it is something I guard quite closely.
And what shall we call you?
You can call me the Abbot, Sir, Serene Master of Studies, whichever you prefer.
Abby it is.
Do we capitalize the V?
If your verbal inflection allows so, feel the freedom. However,
Excellent, then.
let's get started, shall we? No reason to procrastinate. He much less cordial than the last time. His assistant brings the keys back around and stalks over to the huge doors of the grounds, unlocks them, and a bunch of the lesser monks push it open, allowing a wide space for you all to walk through. The abbot turns and gestures toward the entrance. I assume you're all prepared to go, then.
Before we go, Abbott, you just it was one of what you just said a little while ago that a lot had happened since we last met. Do you mind reiterating what that might be?
Well, I don't see what harm it will do. We were visited by a traveler who let us in on some information that is of great importance. And as you can see, it has sort of shifted our focus a little. And he gestures toward the side of the abbey. And you can see stuff that wasn't there before last time. They have more horses available. They have some carts, and you can see that a lot of the carts have crates and packs already on them. And as you look around the courtyard, you can see that the garden is being basically plucked clean. Like they're probably just going to leave it fallow. It looks like the abbot is picking up shop.
Plans to move, sir?
Oh yes, something much more dire has come to our attention that we need that requires study.
might we, after we continue our job, our duties here, do you mind us discussing maybe those matters?
I suppose that depends on the manner of your return.
Of course.
Good luck.
Fireball.
Okay.
The manner of our turn shall be victoriously.
One can only hope. You are ushered through the gates, and then the gates are closed behind you, leaving you in front of the von Gonnerman estate once more.
You still got all those maps?
I hope so.
I'm going to smoke a cigarette then.
All right, yeah.
We'll be back after these messages from our sponsor, Egg Sweat.
For God's sake, with the egg sweat.
The lady's going to talk.
Good.
Excellent.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not what I
Jesus
meant,
effing
but-
God.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah. Got some ambient cackles in the background.
I need everybody to say something so the audio track is better.
All right. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the something.
Something.
I am also here.
We are now recording.
Thank you. We've all managed maximum blandness. I feel like it's an accomplishment.
I like these eyebrows.
I don't like that voice. I'm sorry, Mahogany. That is rough to hear.
You sound like
The reverse singing bit from Tenacious D.
no. It's the sister of the wife of Pet Cemeteries. Yeah, the one that has the,
Zelda.
Yeah.
I was just thinking female crypt keeper.
That was
basically the same thing.
in the 80s movie. Under all that makeup, that was a skinny dude.
I really like these eyebrows.
Yeah, that's a movie that did not need to be remade.
Yeah, no, it was already pretty spooky.
It holds up. It's not like they needed to update the CGI effects or, it's like, oh, we don't have enough giant lizards in this Pet Cemetery movie. Let's remake it.
Yeah, and like I don't know, they could. I mean, I like John Lithgow, but he's no that wasn't. Yeah, no, he can't beat that.
He was fine in it, but it was a pointless remake. It's the same movie, but they killed a different kid. That's
He can't-
it. Sorry,
can't
you haven't
be-
seen it yet.
He can't beat Herman
that.
Munster's performance. Sometimes dead is better.
Right down that road over there. Don't cross that road now. Love that. You should never bury your pet in this pet cemetery. Oh, your cat died? Come bring it. Let me show you where not to bury it. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and bury it. I'm not going to help. I'm just going to sit here and smoke this pipe and tell you how what you're doing is stupid.
I come back wrong, Anyway, let's go.
Anyway, if your cat comes back, it'll kill your family. But all right, let's go eat dinner.
You like clam chowder?
It's New England clam chowder.
All right, so I'm not going to make you go through the whole thing again where you guys do all the various haunting parts from before because I don't remember them. But you find the
There is no DM like a lazy DM.
well, I mean, true. I am one in a million.
One in several hundred million, I think.
If you wish to know where we're at, where we left off, just go back to our previous episodes. We were on the second floor where
Yes.
the portraits that are looking very weird.
Yes, that's right. That was all atmosphere, of course. Nothing to worry about. You guys venture back into the estate. It's still largely as you remember it, dusty, abandoned, not necessarily in great shape mostly, and of course haunted, extremely haunted. As you guys enter, the doors slam behind you as before. And you hear a horrible wail issue from the stairs on the floor above you. It's like the house has been waiting for your return. It's like the DM has been waiting for your return.
We're back, bitches.
Now, however, you are armed to the teeth with magical weapons, new powers, and weird monstrous companions.
Yep.
So, are you?
However, still down a Will, who
Yeah,
was
that's right.
our preferred method of trap finding. But hey, I got it.
Have you talked to him?
Not this week, no. Last time I told him he was back home, and I said I was going to come visit, and then I called the next day, and I felt like he hung up on me, so I kind of left him alone.
Okay.
Space. Cut that out.
Okay. You venture back up to the second floor, seeing how that's the map I have, and your pips are already there. Lucky me. Do you want to find some pips to rip here? Let's do this fist for your hand guy.
No. This is me here.
Oh, okay. Some
and then-
other people just didn't have their guys up there. Okay, I see.
There we go. I think we're just missing the lady.
Oh, she's there now.
Oh, there we go.
We don't have anything for goalie though.
Oh, for your golem? That could be the fist.
Not the fist. Let's see. Let's do this. I thought it was like a.
Or I got this one. This was Will's pip, but how's about that? Looks properly evil.
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that for now.
There's our friend Frank Goldie.
Frank the Golem. Frank T. Golem. Baby Ruth. All right, so you've explored much of this upper floor already. You only really left 3-4 areas unchecked. So where are you headed first? On the east side of the building. Down the hall ahead of you, there is double doors, and of course, back up to the central hall. There were two remaining doors that you had not checked.
I have never been here before, so I will let someone else take the lead.
No, it's all perfectly safe, my new friend. Please, go ahead.
I don't know how to look for traps if there are any of those.
Use your eyes.
I'll take somewhat. So I lean down and open up my backpack, and a tiny skeleton scampers out. It will just be 5 feet in front of me.
All right.
And I'll make my way towards this the double doors.
All right. The suspiciously goblinoid skeleton that scampers out of your pack ahead of you moves to the double doors.
Do not worry, friend. I will stay nearby.
And we'll give it a perceptione.
Okay.
Crushing it with that 4 on the die.
Ooh.
Gives me a 18.
The skeleton perceives no danger that you can tell. It's a skeleton, so its face is pretty impassive.
Oh, no, that was me looking. He literally is just in front of me in case there's a trap.
I thought you meant the skeleton was checking. I'm like, oh, how do I resolve this?
Yeah, no, that's me looking. Just the skeleton's just around me.
The rest of you, you can see that your companion detects no danger, though his face is pretty immobile.
I like the idea of Easton putting it back on the skeleton. So it's a skeleton with a goblin face.
Too
Too dark, man. Too dark.
Too dark. Oh man, we're evil here, not monsters.
Shakes head aggressively. No.
Nobody wants to see Jim anymore? Was he really that bad?
Happy music stops. No, the idea of stapling a face back on a skeleton—that's gross. That's what we're upset about.
Yeah.
What if it's the
It's
whole
not gonna have
head
the
skin?
Flesh. It's gonna be saggy. It's gonna be gross. We're
Yeah.
not gonna deal with it.
Yeah, it'd be like those people that like scrape the bone of a drumette and then for parties. Like, who wants to eat that? Nobody.
Actually, I don't mind Jeb being here because I can't hear him.
His bones rattle awfully loud as he walks. Just like
They seem very self-assured.
I always did a very. I enjoyed Jeb. I could do an impression for him if you like.
Let's
No,
not.
no. You shut up. I'll attempt to open the door.
All right.
I was gonna say, since you saw there was no traps, I would open it if you want me to. But
All right. Do you have dark vision of any kind? Or,
Yeah.
Right. Okay. You open the door. This room is entirely dark. Well, and you were able to, of course, see that pretty easily. Let me get my toggle switch. There you go.
Before he does that, I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. There you go.
I just want to say that pretty much at the beginning of every situation, I cast Mage Armor.
Gotcha.
It lasts for 6 hours now, so I think you just do it the once.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, this is the
Yeah.
limited situation. We're first now headed into this place. I cast Mage Armor.
You see a well-appointed room, but the main thing you see, seeing how I'm trying to be more aggressive, more logical in my explanations. The first thing you see is a ghostly creature that is a little more of a dark shape with 2 flickering pinpoints of light where its eyes should be. It's dressed, or at least it thinks it's dressed in noble's finery. Its hair flies out behind it as if it caught in a high wind, and when it opens its mouth, it lets out a horrible groan, and it shrieks towards you through the air, flying. This spectral creature.
Okay.
Let me get a pip for him. Choose this funky hat. But as stupid toggle. There you go. All right.
But as it R's your way. Arr!
Pirate Ghost.
Ghost pirate.
As it flies toward you, let's roll initiative. That way, this isn't.
Oh, yeah.
anything we
those
should.
things to play.
You're both catching each other rather unawares.
Yeah.
Let's see what's fella's initiative bonus is. Okay.
Just so the map's not so cluttered with stuff, since we all have things, can we just say that Jeb's in my square?
Yes, please.
Okay.
All right, Zarius. Valrick.
Oh, sorry, 17.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize I was still muted.
Okay. 17. Valrick.
22.
22. Lady outside.
31.
31. And
Damn you.
Dalkos.
2.
2. Dalkos, the pitifully slow vampire spawn paladin, whatever. Dampier paladin, anti-paladin. All right. Let's see. So I guess that puts, predictably, the lady outside on top of the initiative order. What are you doing, Elo?
That was weird.
What?
I just had to stutter for a minute thinking, like, did you just say hello?
No, it's an
Oh,
LO.
Yeah. I mean, I caught up to you. It was just like system error for a moment there. Anyway,
This page not responding. Do you want to
Yeah.
wait?
does the golem goes when I go, yeah?
I believe so.
Lovely.
Oh, this
Holy
is gonna.
crap. That means we have a monstrously huge, terrible golem that always goes first.
Not always.
Mostly goes first.
Mostly go-
I might make it her roll forward if this becomes an issue.
Okay.
Let's see.
So it gets a move in a standard and I get a move in a standard. That's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Also done.
Gotta check something here before the question even comes up.
What's that? Nosy.
Construct traits versus undead traits.
Hers has both.
Let them fight.
I'm not sure they can fight.
If they can't fight. Oh, that's what you're checking to see, like, can they actually do anything to each other?
Actually, I think creatures after over a certain hit dice are able to actually attack as magical items.
It'd be a really boring Godzilla movie if they couldn't.
Oh boy, not subject to ability damage, ability drain, fatigue, exhaustion, energy drain, or non-lethal damage. Okay, but yeah, what are you having it do while I look this up?
I'm having it move up to thingy, and if it can, hit it. Attack. I mean, what kind of attack does it have? It just has like
Fists, I believe, right?
yeah, just
Slam. Frank smash.
Mhm.
That's a lot less impressive than Hulk smash, but I
Okay,
just
I
picture
see. I
it.
have slam. It says slam times 2. What does that mean? So it can do 2 slam attacks?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
But only as a full attack action,
gotcha.
so it can't move and do the 2 slams.
Okay, so it can move and slam.
Yeah.
But
Let the boys be boys.
So-
hit it.
Is it safe?
What'd you get?
Oh, I was just asking if it was possible, but it's a 20.
A 20 would hit. I'm still trying to find a ruling on that.
Yeah, that's what
Is
it
it-
is. That's what
Is it
the-
incorporeal or something?
It is in fact incorporeal.
Well, I think the golem, it would be like if, so incorporeal, you have to have a magical weapon to hit with.
Right. I'm trying to figure out if golems' natural attacks count as such.
Ah, I see the issue.
Yeah. I mean,
This is not a
that
situation I've come across before until now.
But yeah, you guys know more than that. I mean, it just says melee attack, but I don't fucking know. Damage type B, if that helps. Anything. Bludgeoning.
The golem's weapons attacks are magical. Okay, good.
They are.
Golem is a permanent effect that cannot be spelled. So wait, no, that's something different. God damn.
Yeah, I don't think it can.
The description.
I think that its fist would pass right through it because it is a golem created with magic, but it is attacking with flesh and bone.
But a monk can hit an incorporeal.
Because a monk gets to treat its natural attacks as magic weapons.
Okay, well, I think your golem is just gonna whiff right through the damn thing.
It swung for all its might.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, in the same way you can't shut them off with a anti-magic field. That they don't count as magical in that way. So you'll have to enchant those fists somehow.
Gotcha. So that's what it did. The lady's going to move. If I move here, does that gives me a line of sight on it? Does it not?
Yeah, the door's opened inward.
Yeah, lovely. So if I'm not mistaken, the only thing about these incorporeal whatever mahosits are no mind affecting stuff.
It's undead, so there's a chance your spell will not work.
Well, it's not a spell; it's a supernatural ability.
Also, that too. I think it's just you. I think you just have a straight up 50% mischance on stuff like that.
Okay then.
But
yeah, see, that's what I didn't remember about this being in this area. Oh, that's why I can't find any of this stuff because I'm not used to switching back and forth between things.
Okay. Not 70 ability drain damage. Cannot heal if it has no intelligence score. Good energy such as just straight up immunity to all effect, charms, compulsions, morale, patterns, and phantasms. All right.
Quick question.
Yes.
Does
doesn't
the
say
golem have
hexes.
DR or anything?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. The golem.
I thought it has DR5 something.
Oh yeah.
If it has DR magic, then
Well,
it can.
it's immune to magic.
Well, I'm just going by what I'm reading here. It's like if it's got DR magic,
Oh, does
then
it?
its natural weapons are treated as magic weapons.
Oh, okay. Well then, let's find out real quick. Flesh Golem. It has DR Adamantine, so no. But what does adamantine count as? Adamantine should count as magic.
Adamantine does count as magic.
We'll let it go. So yeah, Mahogany, go ahead and get the attack in and roll the damage and then give me half of that.
Alrighty then. Where are my D8s? There's one. Where's another? There's another. That is 14 damage, so 7.
7. Thank you.
And then, so you said that no hexes can be done on this?
No, I just said it has a 50% chance of not affecting.
Even if you got to save against it? Then
Yeah, because you're casting a spell into the ethereal plane, essentially, so it's just an effect of being an ethereal creature.
Okay. Just trying to make sure I understand what all's happening. So, all right, so she'll stay there, and she will require a a will save.
I have what is that? +6? Okay, 22.
Alrighty then. So for 1 round, you get -2 on saves.
Let's find out if that's true. Yes, it does. It is affected.
Lovely.
All right. So, that's Lady outside. Boy, that turn took way longer than it needed to. I'm sorry about all that.
That's
Valrick,
all
here
right.
go.
New thing.
Knowledge, religion for this thing, right?
Sure, go ahead.
22.
This creature is a wraith. Would you like to know about its defenses or attacks?
Defenses.
Its defenses, naturally, of course, it's obviously incorporeal. It is immune to the standard undead stuff. It has a little bit of channel resistance. It is weak. It has a weakness to sunlight. And it can detect living creatures as if had blind sight.
That's good to know. So don't bother with invisibility.
There you go.
Okay.
But also the most. Actually, I'll just go ahead and give you the rest, since you got such a high roll on it. It has the ability to create spawn out of creatures it kills with its incorporeal touch, a negative energy attack.
I don't like that. Shit. So my undead hand cannot bypass DR, so it would not affect this thing at all. So no bother trying to get him to do it. So I'm gonna pull out the big gun, I think, here.
Zip.
This might be stupid.
That was a penis joke, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I made it.
No, I was telling our listeners.
Oh, well, I was giving our listeners more credit.
As I move into the room, I reach into my pocket and pull out another magic item that I purchased.
Okie dokie.
A ectoplasmic metamagic rod.
Oh, wow.
Which allows me the wielder can cast up to 3 spells per day that have the full effect against incorporeal creatures as though using an ectoplasmic spell feat.
Cool.
Can't remember lesser, third level or lower.
Third level
okay.
or lower, yeah.
And I'm gonna combo this with my feat that I took persistent spell.
Oh wow.
And I'm going to third level color spray it.
Okay. Let's see. Just so you know, I did say it has the undead traits and it is immune to patterns.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Wait, because I can affect incorporeal creatures.
Right, but it's still an undead, meaning it's.
Well, then what's the point of the spell?
I don't know. There are other creatures that are not undead that also are incorporeal. It's just
Name one.
Ethereal filter. Shit, I
See
don't
how
know.
hard you had to think? The whole point of this, me buying these, is because we're coming to this stupid house.
Well, most people are casting fireballs and hoping it does full damage on the ethereal creatures with those kind of things.
Well, that's not nearly as fun. God damn it.
Sorry. I didn't make you waste it.
Yeah, he's just. I wish we hadn't come back to this house already. I just hate fighting undead all the time. I hate it.
This is the only undead thing I had prepared for this entire map.
Today, all those other rooms when we were here 20 sessions ago, full of undead.
No, I mean, like, you know what I mean. Like, this was the place that had the undead in it
All right, well then,
in great abundance.
if I cast any other spell on it, because it's incorporeal, even if I don't have to target it, does it still have the 50% mischance?
If you use the metamagic ectoplasmic rod,
No. If I normally wouldn't use it, and it just is a spell that they just automatically have to make a will save.
Yeah, I'd say
Is there a 50 if there's a 50% mischance, or that's
Basically-
just damage?
no, you do damage no matter what against creatures, but it's always half damage. Like, the damage is always halved unless you have that rod or that metamagic feat.
Or magic missile.
Yeah, or magic missile, that does full damage.
Okay.
But if it's another effect, then it has just a chance of not working.
Well, then I'll use the rod and then cast Command Undead. So give me a will save.
All right, now we're talking. How many hit die of undead can you control, by the way?
A lot.
Are you sure?
Oh
my god.
Yeah, because Jeb is so low, he only counts for half a CR.
Yeah, but you're also controlling that other thing too.
Oh yeah. Oh, good point.
But I failed to save.
All right, so I am a 5th level wizard. You gave me that book that gives me +2 CR.
But then a double hit die.
I'm
Double
sorry.
Double your hit.
You know, spells
Yeah.
allows you blah blah blah.
Yes, I believe it is twice your hit dice, but let me see. 4 hit die of undead creatures per caster level. Cool.
Wait, 4 hit die per caster level?
Yes,
Yeah. Plus an additional 2 because of the relic you gave me.
correct.
So he failed?
Yeah, I failed.
Okay. So combat's over. He's mine now.
All right.
Is he intelligent?
Yes.
Okay, so then he's in the same situation as the hand.
All right. The wraith calms down. It backs away from the golem, which I assume is still swinging at it.
that's a question for you, lady.
Oh, what? What'd you say? I'm sorry. I was looking for something.
Is the golem still swinging at the thing?
Do I know that it's
It depends on what Toker are you.
I'm sure if I got control over it, I would say
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
under
then I'll-
my control now.
yeah, I'll call it off.
All right. You've called it off. It is under his control now. And
Call it off with my special golem call.
Jesus Christ, what is it with you tonight?
It's the Red Bull, man.
It's the Red Bull and the red wine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hefty combination.
Red combination.
Double red, baby.
How do I find a ghost whip or whatever?
This is your bog standard wraith, but if you're looking for the beast, if the creature's stats, Toker.
Cool. It's the CR5 one?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The wraith turns and looks at you. Its eyes filled with hate, and basically just floats there in the air, daring you to order it to do something.
I open my handy haversack and go, "We don't need you right now. In here.
Are you trying to put the ghost in a sack?
Yep.
Ghost in a sack, ghost in a sack.
Wickety whack, get in my sack.
It's a weightless, incorporeal creature. It can fit in my handy haversack, right?
It might not because it's on a different plane.
Yeah, I think that might be a problem for it.
Extra dimensional space plus undead, incorporeal.
I don't know if that matters so much as that it just will not interact with the world enough to get into the opening is what it is. So it walks over to the sack and stands there inside the sack area, but you just...
Oh.
That's creepy.
That's not as fun as I thought it would be.
I'm sorry.
Now that I have taken a few moments to watch how you operate, I see that you are extremely efficient in your skill sets.
Yes, it's good that you came in so late in this campaign to see how efficient I've become.
I have always been this good and never messed up ever.
Go ahead and search the room.
All right, you go ahead and search the room. This room appears to be, to you, it looks to be a combination. Basically, it looks like a armory. There's like bullseyes at the far end. You see, there's weapon racks against the walls, all kinds of trophy things. Mostly, a lot of it ornamental, some of it functional. A lot of it have little plaques underneath it denoting who owned it and what they did with it. All of it extremely dry stuff. There are, of course, portraits near the weapons too. And as you look around, you can see that there is one portrait that kind of resembles the wraith that you've brought under your thrall. It denotes it as Kurt von Gunnerman.
Can we detect magic in the room? See if there's anything magical.
Sure. You detect the magic in the room. You detect a couple of magical auras from weapons on the walls. And you don't detect any from the chests at the rear of the room, but you can see that those chests are open and just hanging out with kind of dry rotted fencing pads and things like that. The magical weapons you find, let's see how many there are. All right, you find 3 magical auras on weapons.
Holy shit.
One of them is a longsword. Another is a rapier, and the final one is a morning star.
Can I detect good?
You detect good, but you detect no good here.
Is there anything unusual about the materials of them?
No, they seem to be all made of steel.
Okay. Any aura than just a normal aura that would go with a +1, +2.
2 of them have those kind of rather standard weak enchantments. However, the Morning Star is giving off a slightly more powerful aura.
Okay.
And it is giving off an aura that would indicate that it has some sort of evocation property to it.
Okay.
If you'd like to roll a spellcraft on it,
Yeah.
study it for a moment or two.
I'll have a look at it as well.
Or let her look at it and I assist her,
All right.
knowing how well she is good at this.
All right. That's
You get a +2.
All right, so
+3 because I'm going to do divine.
Okay.
26.
All right. After you investigate the Morning Star, you see it is, of course, well made, well maintained, though it has a little bit of dust on it. And you can see carved into the metal portion of its length. It looks like some sort of phrase in a language you probably don't speak.
Try me.
Okay. Gnomish?
Hold on a second. I gotta remember where does it show all of them at?
Personal tab.
I speak it
Okay.
Good.
Good.
So do I.
because that's a Fayish language.
All right. It appears to be. It says in dedication, in thanks for your service. But you,
Your
as you
retirement gift?
maybe, perhaps, but as you think the phrase that he tells you, it says, you can see that the head of the Morning Star begins to arc electricity. This is a +1 shocking Morning Star.
What the hell is Sakroth?
Hell if I know. Some monster
Shocking.
language, probably.
I feel like you guys talked me into taking that last time.
Sakroth?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like.
It's something that you guys call something else.
Is it Drought sign language?
Yeah, that's
No.
what it is.
Okay, that's
That's
always.
what it is.
I'll never remember to call it that. It's always going to be Drought sign language.
Yeah. When I saw it on my thing, I was like, what the? That looks like a word I never would have chosen. But anyway,
All right.
Sakroth.
Okay,
Shush, sorry.
it's okay. All right, but yes, that's what you found. In addition, the other two are +1 weapons.
Ooh.
Okay.
Where to next? Now that you're with your growing entourage.
What were what were the two +1 weapons?
Longsword, rapier, and then +1 shocking Morning Star.
Longsword. Up here. +1 shocking greatsword?
No, Morning
Star. So I was also not super paying attention because I was trying to figure out how many undead I can actually have. So it looks like I can command as many undead as the fill the save,
Oh, okay.
but I have to keep casting that spell on them every 5 days.
It's set apart from your limit of how many you can create and control.
Yeah, that's different. So I can animate dead is 4 hit die per level because I'm not a necromancer. But yeah, it looks like it separates those into.
So weird.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, you've found the goods in this room and taken the monster encounter. How exciting!
Yeah.
Where to next?
Well, first of all, Frakes, do you want to use that Morning Star?
No, thank you. My Fang of Ergothoa is more than efficient for me.
Do y'all mind if I pick it up?
No.
No,
I can't use it.
Because that's a blunt weapon, which I need. A good magic blunt weapon would be
Blunt
nice.
and piercing, actually.
Yes. Cool.
You're just collecting weapons like a fighter.
I mean, it's kind of what you do.
Yeah.
Collecting
at least
weapons
gotta-
like I am.
You got to have a weapon that can cover usually most bases.
All right. Where to next?
Room dead ahead.
Well, ahead and to the right, the corner room.
Okay. Who's checking that one? You.
I will.
Go ahead.
I will open this door.
You open this door.
Natural 1 on my perception check.
Okay.
It is fine.
Doesn't seem to be a problem.
I open the door.
As you grasp the handle, it is locked. Give me a strength check or something, or however you choose to get in there.
Nobody.
Oh. It is locked. I don't have the skills for that.
I do.
Let my golem.
No, I can pick a lock.
Oh, pick a lock. then.
Like I'm that dude. I don't know why he jumped ahead. Breaks.
I'm trying to prove myself. I watched how you handily took care of that last room. I wanted to
Look, when
show
they get
that I am
past
part of this team.
when they get past my magics or her magics or that guy, you need to kill him with that. What you do?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Hello.
I'm right here, says the Wraith.
Oh, we can talk.
Of course I can talk.
Wait, how intelligent are these things? Oh, wow. They're like people smart.
What is it you would not do if you were me?
I wouldn't break into that room.
Why not?
Ugly things happen in there.
That is why we are here, I believe.
I don't know what you're here for. Robbers.
Yes, we are robbers, hired by monks we don't much care for, but we're here to do a job, and now you're here to help me. Sucks, don't it?
This situation won't be permanent, wizard.
Permanent enough for my dealings. I see your charisma's good, but not as good as mine.
God.
Actually, his charisma's better than mine.
What were you saying, Mahogany? Sorry.
What's so ugly behind that door?
Oh, just stuff people don't like to see.
Be more descriptive. Use your words.
I don't have to do anything for you.
I will send my golem over there.
Pretend she's me for the next few moments.
Okay, you are very stupid and I don't like you.
Nice.
That's it. What I need. Oh, will save.
Are you attacking it? Yes.
No.
I will try to convince it to answer our questions.
All right. Diplomacy, I guess.
It's an opposed charisma check.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
Wait, that's a...
Yeah, you've got a +5. Charisma's better than mine at a +4. But
Well,
I rolled a 13, so I got a 17.
I rolled a D12. I have to...
Oh.
There you go. Well, actually, you win. I got a 15.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, Terrence, was that Morningstar shock or shocking burst?
Shock.
Okay.
Just regular old shock.
I push my will onto the creature and make it submissive to answer our questions.
I do not consent. All right.
This is a villainous campaign, so I will back off because rape's worse than villainy.
Murder, yeah.
Anyway, the creature, what are you trying to get it to do?
To tell us what's behind the door.
The children.
What kind of children?
The children that lived here.
Oh. More ghosts then?
You wish.
The character turns and looks at the camera.
So that makes me think either undead children or vampire children. Or
Geist?
Lich babies.
It's okay. Their intelligence is real low.
Knowledge of religion
Sure.
to see what might be an undead ghost kid or undead kid.
Well, you
All
said
right.
you wish, so I don't think they are undead.
I think they are.
Children may also be a euphemism for something that he created himself.
Yeah, what's your name, Wraith?
17.
Well, you saw his
Kurt.
name on there. Kurt, whatchamacallit?
Von Gonneman.
Longbottom.
Close.
I don't care.
17 on the knowledge.
All right. He said he scoffed at the idea of them being ghosts, but that does not preclude them being undead.
Well,
Zombies, meaty zombies.
Fast zombies?
Well, they will,
are
but
not incorporeal.
they will bite you.
Awesome. I begin picking the locks.
All right.
I am standing right next to you. If you
Oh,
will.
I'm not going to open the door. I'm just going to unlock it.
That is actually what I was going to suggest. You unlock it, and I will go through.
That's if a 22 will beat the pick lock.
Handily.
I'll let Goalie be right there. Ready.
All right.
Ready.
That's a good point. I will let the golem go in first.
Prove yourself, fellow Dampier. Get in there. This, outside of the game, as much as you as a player hates children, this is perfect for you.
Yeah, that's fair. But I have rolled my 2 rolls tonight have both been natural ones.
All right. Who's opening the door then?
I will.
Okay.
Dalkos.
You open the door. Let me go ahead and put the monsters in their place before I do the reveal.
Spoilers.
Just to be sure, we're killing everything in here, right?
Impossible.
If it ain't dead, make it dead. If it's undead, make it undeader.
Undeader.
I don't know.
If it moves,
Just
make
dead.
it not move.
A powerful stink fills your nostrils as you see a room full of just emaciated, horrible-looking children dressed in tattered rags. Their clothes used to probably be finery at one point, but you can see there's a glint of utter red rage, lunatic insanity in their eyes. There are a number of other bones around the place, baby bones, and these. And I need you to make a fort save real quick before we start.
A fortitude save, you say?
Indeed.
Is it against disease and mind-affecting effects?
It is not a disease effect.
But what about a mind-affecting
No,
effect?
nor mind. How many
Okay.
fortitude saves mind effect? All right.
I don't know. 10 plus 11, 21.
You're fine. The stench fills your nostrils, but you're able to overcome the sickening quality of it. Let's do initiatives.
Dun, 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 dun.
Smells like a feast of Argathawa.
It's pretty clear what these creatures are. You've fought these kind of monsters before.
The adventure continues in the next episode. Thanks for listening.